My mother told me one time, silence means consent.
Yes.
Silence is consenting to whatever treatment they're doing to you.
Yeah.
And I have never been that person. And I will never be that person. If I had to do it all over again, I would have left the company in 2009 and never came back.
Yeah. And looking for another job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the damage that I have done to myself, the damage that I have done to my kids, the damage that I have done to my husband.
How this affecting your relationship or your family circle?
Horrible. My husband and I, we have left each other several times.
Really?
Yeah. Because of that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was so angry when they fired me the first time. I was so angry, and I remember locking myself in my room, and I didn't leave my bedroom for a whole month.
Wow.
My husband literally had to pick me up, throw me in the shower, I know it sounds disgusting, and bathe me and tell me, we're leaving this house. You're gonna go outside. I was so afraid of seeing people that I work with. Like, I was afraid of what I was gonna say or what they were gonna think. Like, I wasn't able to explain myself why I was fired. I mean, for all they know, I was stealing. That wasn't the case, but I didn't know what they thought.
Yeah.
You know? So I was terrified of running into someone, you know? My husband had to pick me up and tell me, let's leave, let's do something. I'm not gonna let you do this. He said, you still have your sons to raise. I still need you. You have to figure out how to live after this. And I remember telling him, I just want to curl up and die.
Oh my God, no, Lisa.
No, I do.
Yeah, but Disney doesn't deserve it.
Oh no, but that's the way I felt at that time. I felt I just want to curl up and die because I worked so hard. Xonia, I don't know if you know how hard I worked at the studios.
I know that.
Oh my gosh. I was working from the time that I left my house to the time that I got to work and went back to my house. I would still be working.
I know, Marissa.
Because I couldn't catch up. Because while I was at work, I didn't have the privilege of sitting in front of a computer because I had to answer calls that, if I had to do it over again, like I said, I would never go back. The price is too high.
So if you can go back in a time, what you would do is resign to the company and get another job and try to make your life different?
Yeah.
But you still lawsuit Disney or not?
No, I would still sue Disney.
Okay.
Okay. But I wouldn't have went into food and beverage because that's where I did the real damage.
Well, food and beverage, I'm working in food and beverage for a little while. It's very hard. Mm-hmm. It's very difficult. Like you say, it's a different culture from security. Mm-hmm. I was in the Jaran Beach Club, working grave shift. And we supposed to finish at 7 a.m. Mm-hmm. But sometimes when they don't have enough people, tell us that we have to stay until the breakfast is over, are over. So that day, you know, the hot carts that you have in the resort to put the food in the rooms. One of the wheels is stuck in the elevator. When I pushing, I put that over my foot. I feel so pain. Well, I went to the station and my shoes was blood. Blood. What happened was my nail coming out when I pushing the car. So I went with the manager and I said, I need to go to a first aid. And she said, no, I need you to none. And I said, I'm sorry, I have to leave it. Actually, I'm walking and the blood was everywhere. You can't imagine how bad it was. and she doesn't want to let me go.
Yeah.
So I take her off my apron and I put it there, and she says, if you go, you are fired. And I said, you can do whatever you want, but the pain that I have right now, I can be able to work in. So I went to first aid and I tell the story to the doctor. Well, they take care of me and everything, and he said, you don't go back to to food and beverage. And what happened was he put me in light duty, and there was when I went from food and beverage to merchandise. So they sent me to work light duty in Emporium, Magic Kingdom, with a long skirt that doesn't show what I have, because I have to use a boot and everything for my food. So that was my transition. When I saw, that's why I asking you before, how was the transition? Because in this case, I went from down to up. Merchandise is totally different people. The management team is different. I don't want to say that doesn't exist, but people see, everybody, everywhere you're going to find people jealousy, envy.
Oh, of course.
But that was another level, different culture. And I can say that food and beverage,
it's the worst.
It's no mercy.
And
with us, we are like if for mopping the floor.
Yeah.
This is what they're doing with us.
The managers in food and beverage think they're gods. Some managers think they're gods, and that they can do anything.
Yeah. But
I can't tell you a lot of things because, like I said, I sued Disney and they told me to shut up.
You don't talking anything
but
about.
It happens. A lot of them are compromised. A lot of leaders are compromised.
Oh yeah.
And they're more than willing to sell someone out to get a perk, which is maybe a different position, promotion.
Yeah.
You know,
and more another thing that happens that we later going to discover through this segment, because we need to really show how HR or human resources or employee relations, whatever Disney want to call, is in the reality.
Yeah, my saving grace when I went to food and beverage was the union, local 737.
But the union saved you because you were hourly.
Yes.
When you were salary, you don't have union to save.
I would tell everybody, if you're Latino or you're black or you're any other kind of race, get in a union, because they will save your job. Pay your dues, join the union, because you have no saving grace there. You're not protected.
How Disney terminate you the last time?
I ran out of medical leave. I went on medical, and my doctor, I kept on getting worse and worse and worse. And I passed out a few times at the doctor's office, and he wouldn't release me to get back to work. So I just ran out of medical leave. So I was forced to retire.
You were forced to retire. Okay.
And I had to take a pension, a cut in my pension, big time, 401k. And then now I'm on Social Security.
It's incredible how things like that can affecting you in your inside, not only physically, in your integrity. I remember my husband went to work every day. I was here. I had 3 surgeries, 1 in my arm and 2 in my foot, and I feel so miserable. I can not be able to walk in, not be able to do anything by myself. He went to work, and I was thinking and thinking and thinking in everything that happens to me, how could be different, because it's kind of like you feel, how, if this not happened to me, my life was different. And it's like a cycle that you thinking and thinking and thinking.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, and what happened is your body doesn't heal. No matter how many medications you're doing, no matter how many physical therapy you're going, it's like your body resists because you are in shock. This is what happens to me. Then pandemic coming. So 2.5 years in home, basically. And I was so depressed. I don't want to talk with anyone. I don't want to go out. I say go out even outside of my home to see the plants or anything. No. Was how this happened to me. How this company ruined my life when I give them my best. Because this is what Disney has. They wash your brain that they are the best, but you want to be part of this best. Because if you're thinking about when you are in Disney working, when we are in Disney, we're talking about, oh, we're going to building a hotel. We're going to do a this. Like you feel part of the company. Like you are part of the big family. This is how you feel. And then when everything happens, what I hear in the court, when I see how HR manipulated the things, when I see a person who sexually harassed me and being protected by Disney, and also the court told me you have to pay her $118,000. So she assaulted me, she harassing me, and I have to pay her because she's a Disney executive. You know, all these kind of things put me down complete. And I have a conflict that I don't want to tell my husband because I don't want that he say anything and he lose his job too. I don't want to jeopardize him. And you know our beginning how it was. He was the best area manager. I was one of the best cast members. Once that we have a relationship, we were attacking by HR. Every single week we were under investigation and interrogatory in HR because so and so says something, because somebody hears something. Nothing really that you can say they have something solid to against us. No. The plan was that attacking and harass by HR. That's why I am in the point to prove and show how fake, how deceitful, how wrong is HR department inside Disney. I don't talking about other corporations because I don't know about that. I'm talking about what I know. I work in 24 years with this company. I know very well how they do it.
They're no good. I mean, they do a lot of horrible things to cast members, especially minority cast members.
Put it that way, if you are not according with them, if you are not in a clique, if you are not yes ma'am, yes sir, you are out. No matter who you are. Go ahead.
My boss. The reason why I'm primarily doing this,
what?
This
to here?
Came talk to you about this on camera, is because if I could prevent this from happening to another person that is in my shoes, that is Hispanic, that is a woman, I would be happy to be able to stop that. If I could stop it and prevent it, I would be happy, because you don't understand. If you're not Hispanic or you're not a minority, you're almost looked at as a second-class citizen. And you're looked down at because of how you look, you know. And I don't want anybody to feel that way anymore. If I could change that, or I can do something to change that, I'm gonna do my best. And that's why I'm speaking up and making it formally recorded, my words, my story, to help stop this in this company, because it's horrible.